Three, two, one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nefarious Reels. This is Davy Stone. Actually, it's not. It's Cole. But
Hey,
Adam Sandler's back.
and I'm Ninja. I think you did the similar intro back when we did
That's
That's
my
My
boy.
Boy,
That
yeah.
was the purpose.
Yep. Hey, callback,
Shut
references,
up.
ayo.
Hey, member,
Yeah. We're
Adam
real
Sandler.
Marvel of our we're real Marvel fanboys. We're inspired.
Oh yes, we were definitely inspired by Spider-Man: No Way Home.
We're gonna get
The
all the
only way
references.
fans back is to just nostalgia bait the
Yeah,
shit out of everything.
nostalgia bake all our previous episodes. We got Suburban Sasquatch. Arr, arr, arr.
Richard,
Richard.
which
Uh,
is speaking of a Richard, that is the name of the director in the first movie we got
yep, Richard Rush
talking about.
in the retro movie
Yes,
that you
Richard
recommended.
Rush, called Color of Night from 1994.
Yes,
And yeah, it stars Bruce Willis, who, as of recently, has had some stuff
unfortunately,
come out about him, unfortunately, and we're obviously wishing him the best.
not like horrible crime stuff, just like
No, he just like lost like the ability to speak, and he
awful
also not amnesia. It's something like that.
dementia.
Is it dementia?
I think it's dementia.
Yeah,
Don't
because
quote me on it.
let's look this up. Well, yes, we're doing a fact check right now. Yep, frontotemporal dementia.
Ooh, I called it, but also I called it.
Oh,
It really sucks because even though Bruce Willis has been in a good amount of like bad movies, he's been in a lot of
but he's in his
great
good
ones.
ones
Yeah,
too.
he's been in a lot of great ones too. We just don't talk about those
He
ones
was fucking
ever.
John McClane.
I didn't. I actually haven't seen any of the Die Hard movies, but he was in Moonrise Kingdom, and that was pretty good.
That's true. But yeah, back to Color of Night.
Right? Give us the synopsis, Cole,
Yeah,
so people
so we
know what this
got
movie's about.
this masterpiece of erotica drama.
We definitely have a piece.
Yep. Yeah. So it stars our boy Bruce Willis as this guy named, I think it was Bill, the most generic name you could give a white guy. But
Oh,
then he meets his friend, other generic white guy named Bob in Los Angeles, and they're both therapists basically. And his friend Bob gets murdered by someone in his office, and then he basically takes over the group. But then there's this woman that comes by named Rose, and they have a lot of steamy sex. Like they have the like I want to fuck you eyes, and they just can't keep their hands and eyes off each other. And stuff happens, I guess, from there. I mean, there's also like some detective there who's trying to help Bill find Bob's murderer, and yeah, that's basically the premise. So, what's your view on this movie, Ninja?
it's I can't say it's fine. It's not like on a level of like I guess in terms of it's I can't say okay either. I don't want to say boring. It's it's bland. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's a
I
very
could see
bland
bland. It
movie.
wasn't. I don't know. I felt bored, honestly, but it wasn't like the boring where it's like, oh my god, get on with it. It's just that kind of where you're just like, okay,
It's like a
I feel
glass
like
of
there's been
water,
so
of
much
just plain
going
water.
on,
You
just a
drink it, you go,
just
"Yep, that's
normal tap
water," and you
water.
just set it down.
Yep, basically.
Are you okay? I know it's the
Yeah.
fall flu you're getting hit with here, but
Nah, should.
look, I know the movie was bland, but you don't have to like be coughing about it. This movie's making you actually sick.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's probably gonna be the next movie we talk about. But Color of Night,
Well, sick for different reasons is what I'll say.
sick
But
as
yes,
in that was a
Color of
very epic
Night.
movie. Color of Night.
Yeah, Color of Night.
Bruce
So
Willis is a psychoanalyst. He's not a psychologist.
I said therapist,
Oh,
but
therapist. Same thing,
is it? I guess.
I guess. Well, the whole reason
But
why he
yeah,
goes to San Francisco,
LA,
they're all the same. All big
they're
cities in
all the
California
same.
are the same.
They're all the same. There's
You
nothing
send me a
different
picture
about
of
them.
a city with skyscrapers in California, I will not be able to tell you which one it is. It's
Hmm.
impossible. But he goes to LA because his patient killed himself, no, killed herself.
Yeah,
But
She jumped out a window and splatted. But also, Bruce Willis is like color blind in this movie, so like he would see like the color of blood in different ways too.
I only noticed that like one time. But I have a question, like, what's the point of having his patient like kill herself?
I don't know.
Because you could have any reason. You could just have him be like, "Oh, I'm fed up with being a psychologist because he's something, and I'm gonna go to my
Hmm.
friend, and I'm gonna hang out with him, and like find myself, and then you can like do it." Because that like kill never really like it comes up. He talks about it, but like it serves no real
Hmm.
purpose. It's just like we need a reason for him to go to California. Okay, his patient kills herself, and he's just like, well, I gotta go on
Well, gotta
vacation.
get away and meet up with my friend Scott Bakula or Scott Dracula.
Scott Dracula.
Scott Dracula.
Yeah, so he goes check out Scott Dracula, and Scott Dracula's like, "Yo, I
Yep.
got all these like crazy people. How about you sit in with them, and we can do psychologist stuff?" And Bruce Willis
Yeah.
is like, "Fine, I guess."
All right. I just wanted a party at your place, but I guess not.
I literally left New York to not do this thing, but I guess we can do it.
Yeah.
And
It
we
is your office anyway, so I guess we got to play by your
we
rules.
get introduced to our cast of colorful characters, except like not really, because they serve like no real purpose in the movie.
They're
Actually,
just, yeah, no, they don't really have a purpose. They're just kind of like people.
yeah, you have like the sex maniac woman. You got the like clean freak guy who I'm like
Mr. LCD.
who I'm like 90%, 99% confident that he was like a minor character in the show The Middle.
Oh,
Like I'm pretty sure that it's the same guy.
interesting.
You
Yeah, who else?
have
You got the guy who had his wife and daughter that were murdered.
yeah, you have the sad boy. You got like the asshole, and then you got like the fifth character. We'll just refer to as the killer for like no real reason, just cause.
Yeah, no reason as to why, obviously.
Yeah, but we get introduced this colorful cast of characters, and then Bruce Willis and Scott Dracula. Scott Dracula's like, "Yo, there's this person. It's like, yo, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna drive a stake through your heart. I'm gonna like put garlic in your bread, and I'm gonna like remove all your like drapes off your windows.
And I'm gonna also replace your vampire water with holy water.
I'm gonna put a cross in your yard, and I'm gonna set it on fire to repel you back. You know, all that stuff."
Yep, I'm gonna also put a stake through your heart.
I'm gonna cut off your head. You know, all that stuff.
Yep.
Signed Blood Rain. But who is this Blood Rain character? And but I call the police, and the police like if we had if we had to investigate a case for every vampire threats to kill a vampire, we'd need an army. You still
But
there?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, hang on. There we go.
Oh, you're just dying.
But yeah, I was slowly dying.
Okay. But he goes, anyway, after all those threats, I need to go back to my office. And then lo and
Yeah, I need to
behold,
go back to my office after, yeah, I get death threats. But no, I'll go back and then, uh-oh, he gets stabbed.
that's actually the funniest one because it's just like he gets stabbed and he tries to leave and then he's walking away. He just keeps getting stabbed. It's like,
He just, yeah,
ah.
keeps getting like sliced and stabbed and sliced and
And
stabbed
then
and
he just
sliced and
falls on
stabbed.
through that window and it gets a huge piece of glass through him.
Yep.
And then the police goes,
Because
Bruce,
gotta make it somehow more bloody to get an R rating.
yeah. Because we really need to sell this movie because it is strictly a mystery movie and nothing else.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a
We're here for that
mystery
thick,
drama movie.
throbbing mystery.
That huge meaty mystery.
with such a girthy mystery. Oh,
12 inches of mystery.
the whole thing, the whole shebang.
The whole shebang bang.
But Bruce Willis just like shows up and he's like, Scott Dracula was getting death threats, and the detective guy's, hey, you're a stupid shrink, and you're dumb and an idiot. Also, you
Yeah,
should
stupid.
check.
And maybe you murdered your best friend. And he's like, what? No. What?
The
No.
cop is the best character because he keeps calling Bruce Willis dumb and an idiot and a stupid shrink, and it's like great. Like that's all he has. It's his one character trait is calling Bruce Willis stupid, and incredible.
And he like basically plays as every detective you've seen in like 80s cop dramas or comedies, where he's almost like suspicious of your main character, but everyone else is just like, nah, maybe, but I'm eyeing on that fellow right there.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis decides he's gonna take over the thing that the therapy group
he's
because
taking over the group.
Steve Dracula was just like, yo, actually, I think it's one of my it's gonna be one of my patients because I keep bringing garlic bread to the meetings, and I think one of them might be secretly trying to kill me.
Oh, but that scent deters them from actually committing the deed until I forgot when I went back to my office.
Whoopsie.
Oops. Darn it.
But that
and now I'm dead.
That takes Bruce Willis or Bill Willis into the. Oh, I'm getting your sick now.
Bruce Billis.
Bruce Billis is now descending into this rabbit hole of trying to figure out the killer because now the killer's trying to kill him because Bruce Billis is also a vampire.
Everyone vampire.
This is a vampire movie.
Yeah, this is secretly a vampire movie. In LA, everyone vampire.
I guess we should go over our 5 not really important therapy group characters, like, legitimately. Because none of them really add anything other than trying to be, like, the red herrings. But I feel like they're...
like, because the suspects, that's, like, it.
They're, like, our 5 suspects, except, spoilers... But,
one of them does die.
One of them does die, but also none of them are the killer. It's just this one other person that you get introduced to, the brother of Richie.
Characters, related to one of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to admit, I'm not going to be like, I automatically knew. But when he showed up and I was like, oh, God, wouldn't it be really lame if it was just like these characters that we just been barely introduced to?
And then they turn out to be the killer, and they're like, oh, damn it.
I was like, it'd be really lame if it was that person or like the girl that Bruce Willis was hooking up with in the movie.
I was honestly thinking that at one point, that it could have been her, but then I was like, that seems a little too easy.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping that it would really... Because for a mystery, it's really not much of a mystery or a detective movie. It's kind of more of a meandering movie. Bruce Willis goes to a place and then he's just like, hey, what's going on? And then they go, oh, you should check out that guy because he's a weird guy. And then he'll go over there and then he almost gets murdered by a mystery person in a red car. And then he goes to the other person and he goes, oh, you should check out that person. They're the weirdo. And then that cycle repeats for like 2 hours. And then also he like bangs Rose.
Yeah, and then he's like also fucking Rose for like 10 straight minutes with like
in the
sensual
house.
Music playing. And you're like, are we sure this isn't a porn we're watching?
No, because it's barely in it. For a film that has like a reputation of being like an erotic thing, there sure isn't really that much of it in its 2-hour runtime.
And like, it doesn't happen till like almost an hour in too. Because like I was like half an hour in, I'm like, isn't this movie supposed to be like super horny from what I've heard? And then it's like, no, they're like very short.
Are you kind of
like
let down since
minutes.
This is our 69th recommendation?
Well, for a 69th, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you makes you wish you did striptease, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe next
starring Bruce Willis's wife at the time, Demi Moore.
Oh, it all aligns, baby. I don't know. Maybe episode 96 will do striptease.
Oh, maybe.
We got some time to figure it out.
We got time. Well, we got episode 69 still.
Oh yeah, episode 69.
Yeah, why'd you go to? You jumped way ahead to 96.
Okay, well I mean like recommendation 96.
Yeah.
Because,
Gotcha,
we
gotcha.
might get to that first before we get to episode 69.
Yeah. Because episode 69 would be like in the 160s, 170s, maybe.
Yeah, around there. Depends how many trilogies we recommend at that point.
Yep.
But, movie, we have our five characters. We have probably our least fleshed out guy is probably the asshole rich dude. His whole thing, he's kind of a jerk, and his dad's rich, and he does art, and then he gets killed by the killer for some reason, I guess.
Yeah. There was no motivation whatsoever about why he got murdered. But then it was something about, I think, like the killer reveals at the end. It's like something about how he also knew something. But then you're just like, wait, how?
I don't know. There was that neat visual where you just see all that like gray stuff, and then it's revealed to be blood
Uh-huh.
because Bruce Willis was colorblind. That was neat. That was a neat visual.
That was a nice little touch.
I wish the rest of the movie was like that.
Yeah, you just get like the most stale white bread movie. Other than that,
Then we
with a
have.
few sexy time scenes.
hmm No. Speaking of sexy time, we also have the sexy lady who's there, who's like a nymphomaniac. She doesn't actually really do anything in that either.
No, other
You'd
than
think in
she
the
just
sexy
talks about
time
how much
movie,
she loves sex.
and how she wishes that Bonnie was actually a dude because she's not gay.
Yeah, because this is the 90s and gay is weird and cringe.
Yeah, it's really weird because you think the film with such a notorious, horny time, you think that
Mm-hmm.
the horny character would actually do something horny. Like she does, but it's like off camera. It's just all implied.
Yeah, give it to me on screen, damn it.
Maybe that's in the director's cut. Like I know
Maybe.
neither one of us watched it, even though you probably should have watched it. I mean, you recommended it.
That's
Think
true.
about it. The extra 20 minutes, that was probably all the sexy time. Guess we'll never know, because I'm
I
not
mean, I
going to
can literally
rewatch this.
Google it right now, see what the difference is.
I mean, if you want. Are you actually doing it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
if I can type correctly. Ooh, here, from the site Vaguely Offensive. Okay,
Okay,
let's see
good
if there's.
start.
Oh, God, this is a lot of. All right,
Okay, read through.
dude.
We got time. We gotta pad out our episode length
There
anyway, so
is
like go for it.
perspective is bad, though not really as much as my pre-bias first. No, just give me the differences. Just okay. This is like almost a full-on review, though. So I just want to see if there what certain differences there are. Well, later on it says the director's cut is a better film, allowing scenes to drift on a bit longer, which matches the kind of dreamlike logic of the movie. The theatrical cut minuses this, making it a bit choppier and sloppier and losing Rush's inherent scene rhythm. And sure, there's more peen in the unrated.
Oh man, we really did watch the wrong cut.
We did.
Oh well, I guess we. I
We
guess
did not get the cock.
no.
Damn it.
I mean, you didn't really get to see it in the theatrical cut, actually. So
No. No, you don't. You just get to see boobs and down there pubes.
yeah, real letdown, honestly.
Lady pubes. I want they they gotta be more brave and show us the cock too. The Whopper. The Italian sausage.
Uh, well, there we
For an
go.
R-rated
Now we know.
version, misses on two short scenes. Oh, here's an actual from movie censorship that's actually looks at the differences in and they even show frames from it's literally just the one scene it show well the differences it's probably just more like elongated scenes it seems like or something but there's like certain parts of the movie that were cut in both versions so
Right.
some might be longer than others like they just show them, when they were making out in the pool and kissing. It says kissing the legs in her pubic area, Bruce Willis, and then Rose doing almost the same thing in just a little longer. Oh, I guess it was in the director's cut. You could see his penis more. So, yeah, guess we did watch the wrong version.
Damn. The other characters. We better get back to that. We have. Oh yeah, we got like the dead wife and daughter character,
Yeah, the guy
and
who had
that's
a
like
dead
his whole
wife and daughter.
character.
Yeah, that his wife and daughter got shot,
They're dead,
and
and I
they're
am
dead,
sad.
and he's depressed about it.
He's sad and kind of a jerk, and that's kind of his whole character.
Mm-hmm.
You have OCD guy, and he was my favorite of the
Oh,
group because he's like the most entertaining.
he at least had something to him, you could say. He at least was like doing something, even if it was him just like, counting all the books, being like, wait, there were 59 here last week, there were 58 this week,
Yeah,
and now
that
there's
whole
59
thing.
again next weekend. Like, dude, did you not think someone could have, borrowed a book for a week and then brought it back? I guess that isn't allowed in his mind,
It's complicated,
or doesn't
but at least
connect
that
the
adds
dots like that
something
right
to
away.
him.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally we have the last one, Richie, or
Yeah,
we'll just say
Richie.
Richie for now. What do you think of Richie? I've kind of been taking the reins on naming
Um,
these characters, so I'm just gonna give you the hard one.
yeah, Rich. Thanks.
You're welcome. It is your movie after all.
It was, yeah, but yeah, you got Richie, who was. I'm trying to remember how they described it. Like they were dealing with some kind of gender identity disorder, I think
Gender
it was, which
dysphoria?
is yeah, which is also kind of progressive to talk about in a
Mm,
90s movie.
was it though? I don't think it was the
I don't
most
know.
tasteful way to do it.
Yeah, I mean they
Especially
went, but yeah,
considering
it
the
was
the twist that
definitely
they went with.
especially the twist. Then you're just kind of like, wait, what? You're like, okay, you could have done something with it, but then you're just kind of like, that's what you went with that? Okay. Well, then again, a lot of this movie could have been done a lot better. So you're like, you got good elements to it, or you could do different things that are actually kind of interesting, or could be
Yeah, I think
done maybe with like better writers or a better director, or just
I can't say
mostly
like if it
direction.
had more time they
But
could have done more because they had like two
mm-hmm.
hours and
Yeah,
they kind of
two
just
hours,
meander
and they
around.
they just kind of, I don't want to say pranned, kind of lollygag around, where you'll just get like 5 minutes with the group, and then it's 10 minutes with Detective Martinez and Bruce Willis while they're trying to figure stuff out,
While they're
and
arguing
then
with
it,
each other. Then you get
yeah,
like a murder scene where Bruce Willis is almost getting killed by the mystery killer. Like there's not enough
yeah,
real investigating. It's usually just Bruce Willis having a conversation with someone and then he's saying, "Oh, you should check out them," and then you can, "Oh, you should go over and check out them." Like the only reason, like I think the only reason why he ever made any progress is that he happens to show up when the asshole guy gets killed, or a little after
mm-hmm,
that, and he finds like the picture of Rose in there, which kind of allows him to put like things together.
yep,
But like that was like coincidental. It's not like he like connected the dots. It's like, oh, I gotta check out that guy because this thing. It just happened to work out, and then it's just like, then it's all of a sudden it's like, okay, we have to wrap up like this whole like investigation thing already. And then you have that because he has that romantic interest with Rose, which is like really does feel like I know you said that it was like too obvious. I think I
mm-hmm,
kind of had that same thought, but it's like she just kind of just shows up and like rear ends him, and then she keeps showing up. So it's like okay, so clearly she's gonna be important to the plot somehow because she just
somehow,
keeps coming back.
yeah, because they had a car accident, and then she's just like, oh my god, he fixed my car, he's hot,
He fixed my car. We are now forever going to be married.
and having lots of hot, steamy sex. But
Um,
no babies, because babies are cringe.
Very cringe. And then it pretty much everyone realizes, oh, this female that Bruce Willis is sleeping with, that's who we're all hanging out with in some way, with the exception of Richie, because
And then because Spoiler alert, Richie is Rose.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
And Richie
Bruce Willis
is not who you think he is.
yeah. Bruce Willis figures this out because there's this one lady he goes to talk about Richie, and she's like, "No, fuck you." And then he goes again later in the movie, and then she's just like, "Oh, Richie's dead."
Yeah,
Also,
Richie died like 5 years ago.
also he has a sister. Like
Named Rose. And then you're like, oh,
this was their
no.
Chinatown. She's my sister and my daughter moment. Spoiler for Chinatown. And man, is it so underwhelming. It's like, oh, okay, that's what you're gonna do. All right.
I love the comparison to Chinatown.
I
It's
guess
a
maybe that's
lamer
not like,
Chinatown.
I don't know, maybe that's like supposed to be the big revelation.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
originally was thinking it was gonna be like the salt water in the pond kind of deal. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's not clicking right now.
Okay, well here, let me spoil more of Chinatown. It's basically the scene where
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
no,
when he
no, no.
goes
Yeah,
up to the mansion, the grass around it's like dying, and then the
yeah.
gardenskeeper's
Mhm.
guys, oh, because the pond's filled with salt water, and then it's just like, oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been a couple years. I haven't watched it since the Sardonicast recommendations, so.
yeah, same, but like because we're talking about like a mystery movie, that's why it clicks in. Makes me want to watch Chinatown. That was really, really good.
Same.
Buy the 4K, and then I can say the iconic line, "Forget it, Jake. It's
It's
Chinatown."
Chinatown.
What if
But
Bruce
then
Willis said
you.
that? Like he's like, "Forget it, Rose. It's color of night."
And then I would have
Y-
flipped everything in
You
excitement.
you would have clapped and you would have pointed at the screen and go,
Yep.
"That's the title of the movie!"
Yeah! Yeah!
Ooh, yeah!
Color
You
of
jump up,
night! Let's
applauding,
go!
flip the table, smash the TV screen. You're like, this is it. I'm not watching any movies anymore. We have peaked
This is
cinematically.
the peak of cinema. There it is. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Fucking got him.
Woo, yeah!
Woo!
But, yeah, it turns out, yeah, Rose is Richie because the
Yeah.
brother that we only just briefly mentioned, who appears a couple times as you don't understand, Richie needs to get out of therapy because, all you therapists are the same. He's evil, and he killed the doctor guy because he's having Rose be Richie because, he's crazy.
Yeah, I
And
guess, yeah, he's kind of nuts, even though we met him for like 2 minutes.
there's only
And he's just like,
about like
I
two
miss
scenes with
my.
him.
He's like, I miss my brother.
I am an uwu sad boy, and I miss my brother, and I use my sister to fill that hole in my heart. Uwu, oh, oh.
Yeah, but she can't be the sister at the same time. She needs to be the brother because boys are cooler. Because I'm a
Boys rules and
meninist.
girls drool.
Yeah.
And he also has a nail gun, and he's just shooting Bruce Willis with it. But then the
Yep.
best character of the movie,
He's shooting the
detective shows up, and he's just like, "Stop right there, or I'm gonna start blasting, pow, pow." But then,
And then
unfortunately,
he was like, I started blasting with that nail gun. Pow, pow.
unfortunately for the detective, his instincts of making fun of Bruce Willis kicked in at the worst time, which distracted him to allow Rose's brother to shoot him with the nail gun in the hand like 100 times.
Yep.
And that's how, the detective became Jesus, because that's what this film's about. It's about Jesus. And how we all need him.
That is very true.
Thinking about it, how did Bruce Willis... I remember I kind of started zoning out at this point because it was like an hour 50 minutes in. I was like, oh my god, when is this going to end already? Bruce Willis gets captured again. How did he defeat the guy, the Rose's brother?
Oh, fuck.
Because the film doesn't even end there. It just keeps going after that. It's probably why I stopped paying attention.
Oh, boy. Let me see if I wrote this down. No, I did not.
Damn.
I honestly kind of forgot. Man, we're so good at this.
We're so good at discussing bad movies. Well, to be fair, it was 2 hours long.
It was, way too long.
Yeah, but let's just say Bruce Willis sucks his blood because he's a vampire.
Fight. Yeah, it was some kind of fight. I know that. Is all I remember.
And then Rose tries to escape to like the top of like a big pipe
Yeah, some
in a
pipe, but it looks
rainstorm.
like a yeah, in some rainstorm. And then she almost falls off, but Bruce Willis saves her because true
Because
love always
true love
wins.
wins, and then we get to end with the ending of the sheriff guy or the detective guys go like, "Hey, when are you guys gonna
Yeah,
get me off this freaking board? I'm get me off this cross, man. I'm dying here."
which is weird because like that's how the movie ended too.
Yeah, 'cause there's no real epilogue. Like I was waiting for like a
No, there was
scene
no
where
like
like the brother gets
resolution or
arrested or
anything.
like all those other
No, no,
characters we talked about. No, they're not important at all.
no. It's just like ends there with the two like hugging, and you're just like, wait, what?
What about those other like four characters that have like problems that were kind of leaving unresolved that you've ignored this entire
Yeah, no,
movie?
fuck them. No, they don't deserve anything else.
You
Screen
know,
time.
you know what the best actor was in the movie? That rattlesnake.
The
That was a
rattlesnake from the
pretty great
mailbox.
scene. Yeah, we just opened it and then rattlesnake jump scare and it's like ah.
Yep. And for a second, I thought when he was also wiping his elbow off, I thought it was because the snake bit him. But then I was like, no, that didn't happen.
He just skinned his
It,
elbow.
it was, yeah, he just skinned his elbow on the concrete.
I do think the
And you're
car
like,
chase scene was
damn.
pretty good. I have to sing at least some of its praises. I like the car chase scene. That was fun.
Mm.
Though my personal favorite moment in the chase scene was when the killer's car hit that like shopping cart just full of groceries that's just like there in the middle of the road for like no reason.
We gotta make it stake somehow.
It's just in the middle of the road for like no reason. If someone was like pushing it out or something, but it's just like it's just sitting there, and then he just hits it. That's funny. That's funny,
It
Cole.
is
You just don't get
funny.
it.
I guess I don't.
Yeah, but that's really it. I like the grocery cart getting hit by the car chase scene, the rattlesnake scene, the sheriff guy, and that's really it. Which would be nice
Yeah,
if this was like an hour and a half movie or like an hour
hour and a half,
80
like hour
or 80
35.
minutes. Not like a 2 hour long movie. Like Bruce Willis doesn't have any charisma in this film, which is a
No,
shame because he does have charisma. You can see in his other movies. Which came first, this or Sixth Sense? Because he plays a psychologist
this,
in The Sixth Sense.
this.
Do you think he took?
Sixth Sense was 99.
Okay. Do you think The Sixth Sense saw like M Night Shyamalan saw like Color of Night? It was like, well, by golly, I can get Bruce Willis to do a better child
I
psychologist.
can do this better and less horny and more ghost.
M Night Shyamalan watching Color of Night and going, you know what's missing? There's not enough ghosts in this movie. I'm gonna add more ghosts, and I'm gonna get Bruce Willis in this movie.
Not enough ghosts and not enough Haley Joel Osment in here. And a better plot twist.
They reveal the twist that he's a vampire too early in the movie. They need to do it at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious when Scott Dracula showed up, and you're just like, oh, damn
When
it,
he
that's gonna
showed
ruin
up
the
in
movie.
his coffin car, wearing his Victorian garb.
He doesn't even drive the car. It's like on autopilot, but it knows how to steer and turn.
Yeah, it was too
And he
obvious
just
when
sits in the
Scott Dracula
coffin,
turned
and
into a bat and flew away to back to the office.
then... I guess he forgot that when he was about to get murdered.
Yeah. Wouldn't it, if he turned into a bat, wouldn't that have made him just easier to kill because he was smaller?
How easy is it to stab a bat, though?
Well, I mean, if it's outside, sure, but if you're like indoors, there's not much of a place you can fly around to.
Okay, fair.
Like, you don't even have to stab it, you just have to grab it and like squeeze it really hard. You could probably just kill a bat like that. I mean, depends how big the bat is, though, to be fair. What else is there to add about Color at Night? Not as horny as I thought it would be.
Yeah, very not horny.
A lot
Kind
of
disappointing.
underutilized characters. Except for that rattlesnake, you know, it had a whole arc.
That rattlesnake should have gotten an Oscar.
That's going to be in the sequel, Color of Day, where we follow the rattlesnake.
Yes.
You know, the story we deserve to really know. And I don't know, anything you have to add about the Color of Night? Night of Color?
I mean, I'm looking at the Razzie Awards of that year. This movie had the most nominations with 9.
What was it competing against for like worst movie?
Worst picture, it was which it won, which it actually won, by the way.
Okay.
So it was also competing with North, On
Okay.
Deadly Ground, The Specialist, and Wyatt Earp.
Okay, well, the only one I know of is North, which I've considered recommending a couple times.
I was considering that also.
Oh, but who will do it first?
We'll see.
We'll see. It does have a Blu-ray, so that's like an extra
Oh.
incentive, technically, to recommend North.
Yeah, and it stars Child Brodo Baggins
Sam
as
Elliott, right? That's his
Nolan
name?
North. Elijah Wood.
Oh, no, I was close. Who's Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott is Kevin James's dad in Barnyard, and he's the narrator from The Big Lebowski.
Hmm. I don't know
He's
why I
got
thought
that
Sam
voice that's like
Elliott.
this.
That was weird. I don't know why Sam Elliott was the first name.
For Elijah Wood.
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me see. Let me see what I've seen him in. Sam Elliott.
Well, while you look that up, the other movie, here's some other of the nominations it got. Jane March for Worst Actress as Rose. Bruce Willis for Worst Actor. All right, gotta keep
Okay, I
scrolling.
haven't actually seen any films starring Sam Elliott, but I recognize his
Hmm.
face. So,
Yeah.
because I think he's in Family Guy now, so that's probably why.
Mhm. Yeah, Jane March also got nominated for Worst Supporting Actor as Richie. Leslie Ann Warren in Color of Night as Sandra, aka Horny Lady. That was just a nomination. Worst screen couple. Any combination of two people from the entire cast in Color of Night.
Damn, got him. Holy shit.
Richard Rush was also nominated for Worst Director. It was also nominated for Worst Screenplay. Nope, nothing for that. Oh, it had Worst Original Song called The Color of the Night.
I don't remember that song at all.
I don't either. And yeah, those are its nominations for the 95 Razzies, and only one
The most
out of
important
nine.
one.
Yes, the highly prestigious Worst Picture.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah,
None of those foreign
suck it.
films can win Worst Picture. Only real movies win that award.
Yeah, good movies like
Swept
um
Away
Swept Away or Hillary's America, The
or
Secrets of the Democratic
Showgirls.
Party, Showgirls, Battlefield Earth. I think Geely also won one year.
Yeah. You know, rhymes with really.
Really?
But anything else left to say about Color of Night?
No, other than there was color in the movie,
And
I
it
will
was
say.
night sometimes.
There was some night
But
scenes,
there were
yeah.
also a lot more day scenes, I feel like. So it
Yeah,
kind of
for a
takes away
movie
from
with
it.
night, yeah, it kind of does. So, false advertising.
Yep.
Very disappointing movie.
Mm-hmm. You gotta move us on. It's your episode. Technically, it's your episode again because you did the last episode too.
Yeah, I did.
I don't care if you're
All
dying
right.
cold. You have to take charge.
Yeah, I got like a mild cold, but I'll brave through it because I'm a hero.
Yep, a real girl boss, as they would say.
Very girl boss. But yeah, okay, I guess we're done with the color of the night, the best song ever made.
Yeah, naturally.
And now we're on to Ninjedi's recommendation, the modern pick. So you can take it away now.
All right, so I recommended Eight Crazy Nights, an animated movie starring Adam Sandler as Davy Stone or David Stone. I think it's Davy Stone, and
Davy Stone.
Davy Stone's an asshole. He like ruins Christmas and Hanukkah at the same time. And he's gonna be sent to jail, but then this old guy, Whitey, shows up and he's just like, Mr. Judge, actually, I'm gonna
Oh.
reform this guy and everything will be okay. And
Okay, I gotta interject one thing in there.
okay.
He sounded like Carl Weezer, kind of, Whitey. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. He sounded vaguely like Carl Weezer.
He's got a little bit of that in him. Also voiced by Adam Sandler. And
Also Adam Sandler.
And we pretty much we get to see Davy
Yep.
Stone and his shenanigans he gets on with Whitey and stuff. Cole, what do you think of Eight Crazy Nights?
I hated it. like most Adam Sandler quote unquote comedies. I mean, it made me as mad as That's My Boy, but because I think they're both just kind of super unfunny, distasteful, slightly offensive. But, it wasn't as bad the more I think about it. I like this more than That's My Boy, but that's not saying a lot.
Well, I mean, it's not hard to list the positives of Eight Crazy Nights, like animation. Clearly, that one's gonna be like the first plus that I think people would give it.
Yeah,
I like the
it actually was
songs.
not ugly looking.
Yeah, I thought the songs were pretty good.
I mean, well, again, for me, it depended on who was singing them too, because when I kept hearing White and Eleanor, I wanted to run my face through a wall.
Oh,
I
but
just, I
Eleanor's
did
the
not like
funniest
their
character. What are
voices.
you talking about?
No, no one's funny.
Eleanor's funny. You're wrong. You're a little hater, Cole.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little hater.
Mattias will come here and he'll beat you up because he agrees with me. Mattias said this is his favorite movie of all time. You're gonna dunk on him like that?
Yeah,
They said he loves this movie. He watches it every single holiday season. Every single holiday he watches this movie.
yeah,
Damn, I can't believe you do that, Mattias dirty like that. Not me. I'd never
yeah.
do something like that to Mattias. And his favorite movie of
No,
all time, Eight Crazy Nights.
his favorite Christmas Hanukkah movie,
Favorite Christmas movie, favorite Hanukkah movie, favorite winter
Adam
movie,
Sandler
favorite
movie.
animated movie,
Yep, favorite
favorite
musical,
musical,
favorite
favorite
animated musical.
favorite Rob Schneider racism movie.
Ah, yes, Rob Schneider and racism. Name a better combo.
No, no,
Who
no.
doesn't love Rob Schneider doing racist stereotypes?
No. Yeah, Mattias especially loves it. That's all he said when Rob Schneider started doing his Asian voice. He was Mattias like literally clapped and it's like, oh my god, this is so good.
He was like Martin Scorsese going, "This is cinema."
That's exactly what he said. Mattias is totally gonna unsubscribe and stop listening to us after this episode. But I don't know. I kind of like it. I mean, it's not good. I mean, clearly, but for
Well,
like what it
obviously.
was, I kind of enjoyed what I got out of it. I think once again, Mattias, but like an actual legit thing. As Mattias says, there's like probably like a good movie here that's like buried underneath like all the other like crap that like Adam
Hmm.
Sandler probably forced into the movie.
The Adam Sandler forced comedy
We
where,
need more doo doo jokes.
we need more poop and snot jokes. We need more kids saying fuck or saying swear words in front of their parents.
Okay, to be fair, the booger thing only happened one time in the movie, and
Yeah,
he
that was
only
true.
swore in front of. You had a kid swear like one time, but yeah, all those
Yeah.
fucking doo doo feces jokes is too many, way too many. It's-
There's it's it just got it just gets tiresome. I'm like, how do you just keep making these same jokes, Adam? Like, I know this is also PG-13, so like
So
this
it's not really like a
age
kids
demographic
movie.
could actually see this without mommy and daddy having to be in the room with them, because it's like PG-13. But I mean, he does this almost in every of his comedies. It's just, let me get all my friends, we'll make a bunch of doo-doo feces jokes, lots of inappropriate humor that might sneak under the kids' radars, and then I do my stupid shindig where I'm either just goofball Adam Sandler with a hot ass trophy wife, or I'm just an insufferable asshole.
Was there like I gotta be curious because I know I laughed a couple times at this movie. Was there any jokes in it that like you actually like genuinely like laughed at?
No.
Not even like one. There has
Oh,
to be
you're gonna
one.
make me dig,
I'm gonna
aren't
make
you?
you there. I know there was a joke in it that you found funny that you're just denying.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pull you out of that like anti Eight Crazy Nights closet, Cole. You're gonna see the light, just like I did in the Bolero Suicide Squad episode.
Oh, honestly, I really can't even think of one. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, well,
I might have like chuckled, but it was more in like cringe.
okay, well, here's a set. Okay, what was your favorite? What was the funniest character? Which was Eleanor. Eleanor's the
No
funniest
one.
character. Eleanor's the funniest character because she has the least amount of actual gross out jokes. Like she has some actual funny lines.
I mean, if we're talking like funniest, I guess you could also say the kid or Jackie Sandler.
Yeah, well, she was probably they were the most normal characters
They were
in the
most
bunch.
sane people
But
because I'm
yeah,
gonna teach my kid the right way, so they're not an
they're not like
asshole.
you, Davy Stone, and you're like, oh, what a
Davy
sick
Jones
fucking
Locker.
burn.
Yeah, what happened to him? Why
Well,
did he become such an
oh,
asshole?
we got a whole exposition dump. Like at the beginning, it was like, Davy Stone, we've sent you everywhere, and you used to be a good boy who was the greatest basketball player this town has ever seen and
Since
known.
Michael Jordan, you were the Jewish Michael Jordan.
And
Okay, I don't think they went
yeah,
that far, but
we're
you know
gonna
what I mean.
send you to jail. And White goes like, wait, Mr. Judge, you can't do that. How about having Davy spend time with me on the court? And maybe we can turn things around. This is my Whitey impression at the moment. I could probably do
That's
a better one.
honestly not even that far off. I'm gonna be honest. That is not that far off.
Listen, Davy, it's about the children. Now bring them over to the locker room for me. And then just leave the room. We need to spend some quality time together. I don't know why. I don't know. I think what the Whitey voice is so like goofy sounding. I don't know. I just find that funny. Eleanor's pretty fun too. I know you hate Eleanor, but that's because you hate good characters.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
I hate
Wiley. Oh, what's going on out there?
like maybe I'm just an asshole,
Maybe
but
you're the Davy Stone. Maybe this film just hits too close to home for you.
I don't know. It's like, am I, chugging, what was it, 4 Scorpion bowls and not paying for them? No. I'm just here to watch a movie to be maybe entertained by something
You went
bad, but
in
even
wanting to
then I
hate
was
this
just
movie. Don't listen to the critics, Cole.
I wouldn't even say it's not even just listening to the critics, but it's just I have a hard I have a hard time with Adam Sandler comedies. Mostly because most of them are just shit.
Okay, how about the songs? What'd you think of the songs?
The songs were actually decent, I
They're
will
like
say.
it's like shockingly, like almost like offensively good because of like the movie it's in. It also reminds you that oh yeah, Adam Sandler was like actually like a really good singer.
Okay, that was him singing. All right.
Yeah, I'm
That would make
pretty
sense when
sure
I looked it up on Wikipedia and it didn't have a singing voice for him.
like he
But they did
definitely.
for his wife, though.
Oh, was that not Jackie Sandler?
Not that I remember, no. Let me
I'm
double check that, but I'm pretty sure it said it was someone else.
I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler does all the singing stuff, or at least for like his character. Oh yeah. Also, while we're speaking of songs, I looked it up. I was looking up stuff for it, and in the product placement song,
Oh, God.
the two wooden toys though that's Adam
Uh-huh.
Sandler's nephew that does those voices.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep. Or nepotism, depending how cynical you want to be.
That's true.
I don't know. I think the product placement song gets a bad rap because it's actually a pretty good song. We all heard what happened at the skating rink today. When Whitey brought up your snad pass, you snapped and walked away. I'm not singing the whole song, but I will say my
Yeah.
favorite part in this song. Let it out, Davy. Would you check out those Uggs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. The product placement songs, I think, is pretty good. I think that gets a bad rap. Technical Foul song is pretty good. It has some pretty fun lines. Has some of the best Eleanor lines in it. If your hair clogs the drain, you'll know the meaning of pain. Cause that's a technical foul. I'll show you no mercy. Can
Yeah,
I
looking at the
sleep?
cast list also, there was a different singing voice for Jennifer in the movie.
That's
So yeah, it was not Jackie Sandler.
damn. I changed my mind. Movie bad now. I hate it.
Yep.
It wasn't Jackie Sandler. The movie's bad. They said bong of the movie though, Cole, like evil bong. It was a reference.
Whoa.
A reference to us. Use
should have
this
figured
horn as a
that.
bong. Adios, Tommy Chong. They even mentioned Tommy Chong. It's all connected. Nefarious Reels cinematic universe. We gotta make a chart for this at some point. Have make an entire video just dedicated piecing together the Nefarious Reels cinematic universe.
Yeah, because these movies are all connected in some way, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I do have a genuine criticism past that joke bad and Adam Sandler bad and doo-doo feces bad. And it's kind of how Davy becomes a good person just in like 30 seconds.
Hmm.
Like you have all this like, oh, see how much of a jerk he is, and then when his trailer gets burned down by that guy that lost a bet to him, and then Wise is like, oh, Davy Stone, you come over and live with me in my place. And then pretty much he's just like, oh, I'm living with them now. And in the 30-second montage, I am now a good person and I'm going to help. I'm going to vote for Whitey so he can win the good neighbor patch or whatever it was called.
Some patch
Yeah,
because
that's
that will
Whitey's
get him
whole
recognition.
motivation. Because, like, it's my dream to win the patch and then this year I feel like it's gonna be my year, and then the banquet will be having a good time and pooping and peeing because we're in an Adam Sandler movie.
And poop and pee is funny, guys.
Poop and pee is funny. Poof's funny, people. Wake up.
I
But
feel like at this whole point you should have just been talking like Whitey the entire episode, even in Color of Night.
should we redub this whole thing and I just do the Whitey voice like the whole time? And then I keep
Yes.
going, Eleanor! But we get our second exhibition done because after that montage, Whitey goes like, yeah, so let me tell you what Davy's sad backstory is. You see, his parents died in a car crash, and now he's a sad boy, you know, he's really sad. And Davy Stone's like, screw you, Whitey, I hate you. How dare you dump my sad backstory against me?
Yeah, no one even cares for
No
you.
one likes
There,
you.
I said it. I'm an
Especially Cole.
asshole.
Cole hates you the most. And Weasley's like, no, Cole wouldn't say that. Cole likes me. Oh, how can I forget another iconic Eleanor line? Is like, I understand why they write the cornmeal around the hot dog, but why when they put the stick in it, it makes it hard to cut around. You have to hold the stick and eat it. Oh, such innovation. That's like a real joke. That's a real joke, Cole. You complain about the doo-doo feces and the pee-pee poo-poo, but then you got like some actual banger of jokes and you choose to ignore them over your hatred of Whitey. Why would you do that? Why do you hate Whitey? He looks up to you, Cole.
Uh-huh.
Davy Stone's gonna yell at you like he yelled at everyone in town about how they ignored Whitey.
Yeah, even though he was kind of an asshole to him too.
But he
But then
admitted
he's like,
to it.
I gotta redeem myself.
He confesses to his sins.
Because the mall logos made him cry. Because that is what was making him more of an asshole. Because he wasn't crying about his parents' death.
I think it's just more of kind of the representation of bottling up his emotions and just only having, like you're like, yo, don't bottle up your emotions stuff. I know that was kind of a sad scene where he like finally like reads the card and he does kind of have to confront that. I thought that was a nice scene. Happy Hanukkah to our wonderful son. You fill our lives with joy. Don't ever change the way you are, you beautiful 12-year-old boy. Like, damn, like, I have these songs stuck in my head. Like, they're that good. I'm gonna have to buy, like, the soundtrack after this
Oh,
just to
God.
have it. I'll send it to one to you too so you can stop
No.
being such a hater.
No. Please no.
It's slated. It's possible we're doing this the Santa exchange, the gift exchange for Christmas, Cole. It might happen.
I swear to God, if you give me 8 Crazy Nights soundtrack.
I know.
Oh, God.
Depending how much it is, I might be able to send you two things. I'll send you 8 Crazy Nights soundtrack, and then I'll send you like an Adam Sandler movie. I'll send you Uncut Gems in 4K.
Oh, cool. Because I already
s-
have. I just
I'll-
have the Blu-ray Criterion right now of Uncut Gems.
I'll be like, here's a masterpiece and Uncut Gems, I guess. Of
Yeah.
I forgot what
Which
I was
is
gonna say next, so I'm gonna let you take the
also
reins a bit
even
here.
more crazy too that the same year, Punch Drunk Love came out.
Oh wait, this film came out the same year as Punch Drunk
Yeah,
Love.
2002. 2002.
I thought no, isn't Eight Crazy Nights 2003? Oh no, it is
On
2002.
Letterboxd
I'm a
says, yeah,
fucking idiot.
2002.
I'm stupid.
You're a fake fan.
I'm a fake Adam Sandler fan, I guess. I'm a fake Eight Crazy Nights fan.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Do you think Paul Thomas Anderson had a hand in making this movie?
I don't know. Paul Thomas Anderson's interesting. Like, he makes these great movies, but then he's like, I like Venom. I like watching 13 Reasons Why. He probably did. He was probably like, all right, this scene needs another poop joke. Or an actual joke that
Paul,
no one will laugh at.
Paul Thomas Anderson comes in and is like, all right, you frickers, we need more doo-doo feces joke. This is what I want in my movie. I'm Paul Thomas Anderson, and you'll do what I say.
I'm the second guy in Hollywood named Paul Anderson that uses his middle initial, but I'm better.
Paul Anderson is the actual person who makes the film worse, but everyone just blames Adam Sandler because his name is on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights, kind of like how everyone gives the credit to Tim Burton for how good horror Christmas goth movie masterpiece Nightmare Before Christmas was, because his name's on the cover and not Henry Selick. Even though
Tim
Henry
Burton
Selick
only
directed
did
it.
the book, right? It wasn't originally Tim Burton just made a children's book, and that's what they used it for, and then Tim Burton gets all the credit.
Oh.
Like, I know it was originally a children's book, I believe, and I think Tim Burton did it.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that either. Don't quote me on anything I say in this episode.
I will quote you on everything.
Especially don't quote Mattias's love for Eight Crazy Nights, even though it is true. It's his favorite movie.
Yeah.
He constantly said
Hanukkah
during our
movie from a
watch,
guy
he was just like,
not named Michelle Hanukkah.
he kept going like, when is Criterion gonna release a Criterion 4K of this? That he kept saying that during the watch along.
Criterion 8K.
Yeah, Criterion 8K, as it was meant to be seen in naturally. 16K actually. Yep. Not even possible to see with human eyes, but you should do it anyway.
Do it.
Do it. Even though the technology isn't there yet, do it anyway.
We don't care. Do it.
You know, for a film called Eight Crazy Nights, it didn't really have much to do about Hanukkah. Hanukkah's reference. Then again, it's not really much of a Christmas movie either, honestly.
It's just kind of a movie that is referencing the holidays.
Takes place during the holidays. That's like it. Maybe it's just unrelated. Maybe this just happens to be an unrelated Eight Crazy Nights that Adam Sandler's having. Maybe,
but it coincidentally is around the Hanukkah holiday and into Christmas.
That is true. But unfortunately, Whitey just ends up not winning the Citizen Patch of the Year, and he's a sad boy. He remembers Adam Sandler going like, Cole doesn't like you, and Cole was the one deciding vote if you would win or not, and he didn't vote for you.
Yeah, I go with John Lovitz, aka the critic, aka the one guy from Southland Tales that was in on the secret racist cop job. Richard.
But then, of course, Adam Sandler's... Oh, who can forget the great vote with the deer, where when they were looking for Adam Sandler because he broke into the mall for the song, and then all the deers just stack up to block Adam Sandler, and they just go, do you see anything? Nah, just some deer going up in a...
Stacking a pyramid.
Just stacking a pyramid. Oh, let's keep looking somewhere else.
Yeah, and the deer were also voiced by Adam Sandler, but they really didn't have voice.
They're just like...
Yeah, they just make noises.
Something like that.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's not as funny as the scene where they lick all the shit off of Whitey, and then they have shit in their teeth. That was clearly way more funny. That was your favorite joke of the whole movie, Cole. I know.
Yeah.
I heard you dying of laughter all the way in here in California from that joke. I know. You don't have to deny it, Cole.
Doo-doo and feces.
Doo-doo feces. Because I said, Davy Stone shows up and tells everyone, hey, you all suck, and Whitey's so cool. And then everyone goes, bum-bitty-bitty-bitty-bum bum. Bum-bitty-bitty-bitty-bum.
And they're like, Whitey.
That's
you can have number 34 and number 28 and 17 and 1.
We're going to give you all... Yeah, because Whitey goes to the mall... Oh, I forgot to mention my other favorite joke when Whitey just starts rhyming for no reason, and David goes like, so is that all planned, or did you rhyme on purpose? And then Whitey just goes, that was a little weird, wasn't it? I don't know. That's such a dumb, funny little joke. Just like the acknowledgement of how weird that was. But Whitey goes back to the mall and everyone gives him their citizen patch. And then Whitey has his seizure. He's just like, this is the happiest day of my life. Because
And then
I
Rob
rigged the
Schneider
mall to
is the
explode.
narrator.
And I'm gonna kill everyone. And everyone seemed like it to kill them all now. Yeah. And the mall explodes.
That
and the
was
movie
his plan
ends.
the whole time.
That was his plan. I was playing this to just be like a suicide thing, but now that everyone's here, we can actually just make it a homicide suicide.
Domestic terrorism.
Whitey is the modern day Unabomber.
Yep. Oh, God.
You know, Cole, that's gonna be us. Like when we first meet, we're just gonna go bomb dee bum bum bomb dee bomb, like the two guys that do it in the movie during the song. That's gonna be us. We're gonna walk over, do the little dance, sing in tune. It's gonna be very epic.
Yep.
Not like far off films. They'll just have a normal meeting. Ours is gonna be iconic. You still alive, or did you?
Yep,
did you
I'm here.
Okay, just making sure. You're being really quiet for my banger
Yeah,
of a joke.
I'm trying to like hold off on talking for like about 30 seconds just so I can drink some water.
Oh, okay, that's fair. But yeah, Whitey gets the patch. Cole changed his mind, and he's like, you know what, Whitey, you are cool. And the mom's like, thank you, Cole. I'm so happy that I knew you would hate me like that. Oh yeah, and I gotta talk about my favorite Eleanor joke, because she has a bit where her wig was stolen like 45 years ago. And then the guy finally returns it, and then she's like, death kick! And she does a roundhouse kick and kills the guy. It's like, I don't forgive and I don't forget. And yeah, and then she gets her wig back. So, you know, Eleanor gets her whole arc of getting that wig back and killing a guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's also the romance thing with the Jackie Sandler, which is not really that important at all. It's just kind of there.
They're just kind of like, yeah, they were childhood friends, but then
they drifted
you
apart.
Know, he turned into Mr. Mopey Pants after his parents
They were
died.
childhood friends,
so
but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. So you know.
Yep, the Fire Nation attacked and killed his parents in a car accident. They staged it as a car accident.
Yep. But I guess they get back together at the end. I guess.
Yeah, I guess they get back.
This is the moment, Whitey. And that's the movie. I don't know. I like it. I mean, like, as I liked it as much as a bad movie as I could. It's not the best thing we've seen. I know you hated it, but like I said, that's because you hate good movies.
I did hate it, but that's true.
Hopefully, at least I make you change your mind on Whitey, because Whitey believes in you, and you should believe in him.
Yep.
But I don't know. I got nothing else I think I need to say about 8 Crazy Nights other than I liked it.
It was a bunch of 8 crazy nights going on.
Yeah, what are we? Some kind of 8 crazy nights?
Crazy nights? Hey.
Also, this film's only like an hour 20 minutes, so you know
that is
it cares about your time, unlike Color of Night. I will say
it's like less than 80 minutes, which is like, you know, Adam, I'll give it to you. I'll give.
It was definitely shorter than Boy, That's My Boy.
Oh my god. You could feel every minute in that movie.
But 8 Crazy Nights, it's real quick and to the point.
Painful.
Maybe a little too quick, since you know the transition from Dick Davy to Good Davy happens way too quickly.
Yeah, and that's where also when I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this feels a little, too rushed and unearned for me. But then again, you're a nitpicky, biased bitch boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, and you're sick too. So that even the problem is, Cole, is just you're sick, and so you're not right in your head right now because of the sickness. I'm sure once you're over this cold, you'll understand the masterpiece that is 8 Crazy Nights.
They do say when you got like a cold, there's loss of taste.
Yeah, exactly. Loss of good taste. That was a really good joke, Cole. That was really good.
That was funnier than any of the jokes in either of those movies of our movies today.
Exactly. But
I'm giving myself a pat on the back there.
You know, you do that. You earned it. That was a really good joke. But I'm good. You can if you don't have anything to say about Eight Crazy Nights, we
Yeah.
can move
No,
on.
we'll move on. Yeah, so we're now my God. We're on to picking what's the better movie. So Ninjedi, what is your favorite?
Clearly it's gonna go to Eight Crazy Nights. I enjoyed it more. Yeah, poo poo doo doo diarrhea jokes aren't funny, but it does have some generally good jokes. The animation's really good. It's got some bopping tunes. It's got a silly voice. It got silly voices I can do now, like anytime I
Yep.
want. And what else is there to say? It's gonna and Color Night's just kind of bland and long, and the Eight Crazy
It's
Nights 80 minutes.
it's
So
stale Wonder Bread.
yeah, and Eight Crazy Nights is like 80 minutes. So at the very least, I don't have to watch Eight Crazy Nights as much.
That is true. You're gonna be shocked by this. Um, I'm also gonna pick Eight Crazy Nights. I'm not
Yeah,
even.
baby, let's go.
I know.
Oh, I did it. I kind of somewhat convinced you. Or
Even though I rated Color of Night higher, at least I can be grateful Eight Crazy Nights was less than 80 minutes.
let's go, baby. Oh, I
I
was so
know.
ready for this
I
just to be
know.
a split. Oh my god. Oh, I knew it. Oh,
You're surprised.
oh,
You're as
thank you,
surprised as
Cole.
I
I knew
am.
you convinced me, White. I'm so glad you picked our movie, Cole. You knew you were a good boy the whole time. But that's a point for me, baby. Let's go. But yeah, we can move on to questions now if
Yeah. On to questions and, maybe ask some of us and maybe we'll answer them. I mean, we don't get a lot of questions, but maybe we'll have to get desperate again.
yeah, maybe. Well, we got two questions. Hopefully you can live long enough to answer them.
I think I will.
Okay, that's good. So our first question is from Robert, which is what movie you've covered is most likely to win an Oscar, not including Suicide Squad, which actually
Damn
won
it.
an
I was going to say
Oscar.
Suicide Squad.
Clearly a Sinister Squad, naturally. Let's make this fun. Whoa, what Academy Award would it win? Naturally,
Oh,
A
God.
Crazy Nights is going to win Best Director. I mean, not Best Animation. Oh, what the hell? Let's
Best
give
animated movie.
Best Animated Movie naturally. Well, actually, I can't really say that because I don't actually have Eight Crazy Nights higher than Barbie Video Game Hero. So I'd have to give it to Barbie Video Game Hero.
Oh. 2023, the year of Barbie.
You know who hasn't covered a Barbie movie yet as a recommendation? Far Off Films.
I was about to say they talked about Barbie, but they didn't
They
recommend a
didn't
Barbie
recommend a
movie
movie. They only talked about it because that was the new
because of
hip thing.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, because of Barbenheimer. They didn't actually. They need to go out of their way to recommend a Barbie movie. This is a call out post for Off Films. Recommend a Barbie movie already.
I feel like we need to at least get Luca to recommend a dinosaur movie on hers, though.
We have to get a dinosaur movie recommendation from Luca, and we need
Yep.
a Barbie movie. Let me look through. Naturally, Suburban Sasquatch for a
Best
costume
picture.
design. No, clearly costume design for the Sasquatch and those cop uniforms. Okay, naturally, Doctor Alien for Best Picture. No, it should be 1313 Giant Killer Bees for Best Picture because that would be the funniest. Can you imagine that winning Best Picture?
This slow,
It's
long,
it's
just extended. I want a 3 hour cut of that movie.
it's a slow burn romance movie, Cole.
Gay porn.
It's gonna win this year. I feel like this is 1313 Giant Killer Bees year, actually, Cole. This is its year to win, I feel like.
Yep, it's this year's to win, even though it came out like 12 years ago.
2011. We can get
I mean,
Mad
if we
Baddies
make
one.
some, if we can make some adjustments, and be like, hey, Academy, slips like 320s. You gotta let David Ducato win.
You gotta let him win. This is his year, honestly, I bet. Also, Mad Buddies we can get for Best International Feature.
International.
And so that way it
Yep.
also gets nominated for Best Picture as well.
Because every time you win Best International Feature, you win Best Picture. Or nominated at least for Best Picture.
No, it's a case of if you're nominated for Best Picture, you're guaranteed to win Best International.
Yeah.
We get Adam Sandler. We'll get him a an Oscar nom for That's My Boy.
No, let's say Vanilla Ice for That's My Boy.
He can get Best Supporting Role.
Okay,
We'll give Dear Evan Hansen
that's
Best
what I meant.
Musical or Best Soundtrack. Best
Yep.
Song.
Best plot twist.
Dear Evan Hansen wins Best Song specifically for the one where he's like, "Hey, it's kind of my fault that this is all going down," while the family's like, "What the fuck? Why is this guy singing?"
Yeah, what? Yeah, why is he like just breaking out into song right here?
Oh, and naturally, of course, I think the last one film that should win an award should really be Kevin Spacey, Best Actor in Billionaires Boys Club, aka Kevin Spacey's
Kevin
Billions
Spacey's
Boys Club.
billions of boys,
Billions Boys Club.
billion boys of Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and maybe we can give Barry G. Gillis every award. Barry G.
Director
Gillis,
for
director, actor, cinematographer, editing,
Society movie.
sound, visual effects,
Yep.
best adapted screenplay, best original screenplay. Just every award. Barry G. Gillis,
Oh yeah.
come on our podcast. He never actually responded to the links I gave him for Wicked World. He was probably so stunned by how amazing it was that he couldn't even think of a good way to respond back.
Yeah,
Or at
he
least
was
that's what I'm
just
going to tell
so enamored by our
myself.
commentary and our fanboy blushing that he was just like,
Nothing needs to be said because they already
"Yep,
know what I would say to them.
exactly."
Anyway,
Okay.
we got one question left, which is from Mattias. Where in Middle Earth would you like to live? Right in the middle, so I can say, "Hey, I'm in Middle Earth," and then I leave.
Wow, funny,
Yeah, I know I'm the funniest guy. I'll be the funniest man in Middle Earth.
good joke.
Yeah, very iconic. I think I'd probably live in the Shire. They seem like pretty cool
I was
peeps.
about to say, I would say the Shire. It also seems very safe.
I get to live in like a hill with all the stuff. They got some good cookings, it looks like.
Yeah, it
They
looks like
have
they got some
second
good
breakfast, which is
cooking,
pretty
got some
iconic.
bars.
The Hobbits seem pretty cool. They got like 10 square meals a day, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm never
Yeah,
hungry.
and like I feel like a bunch of foot fetishists got a little like, too excited when they'd see the Hobbit's feet. Just
Also,
foot
they
fetishists are
smoke the
weird.
Veed.
Evil Bong?
No, just regular Veed. They smoke from pipes. It's
Oh,
different.
damn it.
I don't know. Where else would you want to live? They just seem so nice and carefree there.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd
and
probably be
again,
upset when
safe.
Bilbo calls me a piece of shit and then just disappears out of nowhere. I'd be pretty upset if that happened. But, I think I can move past
Fucking
that.
Dildo
Yeah,
Baggins.
Bilbo, more like dildo, am I right? Because he's being such a
Dildo
jerk.
Baggins.
Ayo.
Ayo.
That's in the extended cut, actually. That actually happens.
They refer to him as Dildo
Yeah, when he
Baggins.
disappears, one of the guy goes like, "Man, more like dildo baggins," because he calls everyone as a piece of shit. That happens in the extended cut. It just got cut because it wasn't realistic enough. Like it sounds like a
That's
joke,
fair.
but I'm not
That's
joking
fair.
around. That's actually in the movie.
No,
I'll
yeah, I'm not doubting you. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I think the only film that like benefits from like the extended cut is the second one, Two
Two
Towers.
Towers.
Like you've seen if you look at my ratings, that's just based off of like the extended cuts. I'd probably rate them all 10 out of 10s if it was just the regular theatrical cuts. I think the Two Towers is the only one that benefits with like all the extra scenes. Because I feel like with the first and the third, it just kind of feels blow. Like I see the extra scenes and I go, okay, yeah, I can see why they cut it. With the second film, it's like, okay, no, these are all like good. These are all like good scenes that I think all add into the movie.
Mm.
I don't know. That was kind of an easy one. Let's see. Do I have any other questions around from any other peeps? Do you have any secret friends that have questions for us?
Hmm. That's not a question. Not that I ask, no, but
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't
I'm
think
trying to think if I can like get one off my head, off the top of my head. Any movies you excited for coming out the rest of the year?
Uh, did the FNAF movie come out yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that already. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's really any movies I'm like hyped for that are coming out.
Hmm.
Maybe David Duchovny will drop a movie before the end of the year. I'd be pretty hyped for that. But other than that, I don't think I really got anything. How about you? Maybe
Okay.
you. Then again, I haven't really been paying attention to what's coming out in like the
There's
remaining two
a
months.
yeah, I mean in December there's like a good amount. You got the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie Poor Things coming out.
Okay.
You got Zone of Interest, the new Jonathan Glazer, 10 Years After Under the Skin, which is my favorite movie of his. The new Hayao Miyazaki. We're going to refer to it as How Do You Live because the other title will give Timmy a temper tantrum.
The Boy and the Heron.
Yes.
Why does he hate
Even
that
though,
title? There's a boy and there's a heron in the movie. I don't know why he had such a problem with it.
but it was like the alternative title, and How Do You Live? It seems like when I hear people talk about it, it makes more sense.
Call it The Boy Who Lived. What is this, like Harry Potter?
I mean, he also got the holdovers coming out this weekend
Honestly,
with Paul Giamatti,
all these films
which
you're
looks,
saying, and I have like no real interest to go see them.
huh. David Fincher's got one coming out.
Like
Honestly,
absolutely
the one,
nothing.
I mean, the only one I'm really waiting for right now for any kind of news on a release is Aggro Drift from Harmony Korine. Just because it's Harmony Korine and the guy's fucking weird, but I
I think
kind of like his movies.
actually thinking about it, there is like one film that I do want to see because I missed my chance to see it when it was out. It was I think it's like
Mm.
Thousands of Beavers.
Yes.
Like I know it was released on that site for a brief period, and I was like, oh, I'll watch this like later, and then I forgot, and then it was
Same.
gone. So it's like, okay, now I'm just
And then
waiting
I
this out.
saw, and then yeah, YMS and I Hate Everything both saw it at TIFF, and then I'm like, fuck,
What
I
an
missed on the
asshole!
chance. Fuck you, Matthias. You should have let us know when I was about to be coming off the site. It's your fault.
I hate you. I hate you, YMS. You're a little hater. If you
No, I
hate
was talking
your
about
movie,
Matthias.
oh Matthias. Oh, I thought we were still
Yeah.
talking about YMS. Oh well, he likes Eight Crazy Nights, so his opinion isn't really valid.
Oh,
But yeah, I guess that's kind of everything. I feel like not really much to say. Didn't get a lot of questions this time.
yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Anyway, Cole,
Yeah.
take us
So
away to the last part.
now we're on to Act 4 of the podcast, as we always are. We are the first movie podcast that have 4 acts,
Wait,
and
wouldn't
now it's
this
on
kind of
to
be like the fifth act? Or, so we have our prologue, which is our intro. First act's the for retro. Then the
that's
second
within the
act's
first act,
the
basically.
modern movie. Then we have I
The
guess,
third act is the questions
no,
and
no, no,
guessing the
no, no,
better
because we
movie.
have the
Whoa, 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 whoa,
picking the
whoa.
better movie first.
Yeah,
Then we go into questions. So that would the picking the better movie is like our third act, a very short. Then our fourth act is the questions, and then it's the epilogue, which is this one now. What we're doing now.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, we are on to the recommendations, and obviously, since I had the mo-
Retro.
modern no, retro, my God, yeah, I had the modern. Oh my God, I had the retro
Stop
pick.
dying, Cole, and do the
I'm
episode.
thinking of my pick is modern right now, so that's why I'm like.
No, you did
But
the
yes, no,
retro.
I had the retro. And what is your retro pick for this go around?
All right, so I actually had this like really interesting idea for a while to like take like a really like popular like franchise and then like recommend like what is the considered like the worst one. But I
Okay.
always kept forgetting about it. But then recently it came to mind, and with this, and I looked up this franchise, and luckily the worst film in this movie's franchise came out in our fitting air time for the retro pick. So
Cool.
the retro movie we're gonna do is 1993's Jason Goes to Hell: The Final Friday.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 1.7, so you know it sucks.
Jason Goes to Hell. Cool.
How many
Another
Friday the
Friday the
third?
13th movie to add.
How many
I think
Friday
I've,
the 13th movies have you seen, Cole?
let's see, I've seen part 1, and I think part 2, no, I've seen the first one and then Freddy versus Jason.
All right, I've seen part 1, part 3, and the remake.
No, the one I was thinking with part two was Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Krueger.
Why would you confuse that with part 2?
Because I was also thinking of Freddy versus Jason, and I got the two killers mixed up for some reason.
All
I
right,
have snotty nose and
and
itchy
you're
throat. It's
dying. Okay, that's
yeah,
fair enough, I suppose.
but yeah, mine. All right, now we're on to the modern pick. So I had a couple in mind, and I was just honestly also looking through my watch list because I had one in mind, but then I was like, hold up. I saw one on my watch list that seemed a little more interesting. And I knew we couldn't talk about this is a sequel,
Ooh.
and because I know we couldn't talk about the first one because it's like one of those so bad it's good movies. And I'm like, this is not worth it. I mean, I'll just be talking about how great it is. So comes from 2015, Samurai Cop 2: Deadly Vengeance.
Ooh. I've been meaning to check out the Samurai Cop movies, so now I have an excuse to.
And I want to also do that so I can rewatch Samurai Cop.
Yep. Oh, and Tommy Wiseau is in it, so you know it has to be good.
Oh, it's gotta be good. It's got both guys with long black hair.
Yeah. I
Our
mean,
Samurai Cop and Tommy Wiseau.
Samurai Cop 2 is directed by Gregory Tanaka, who also made Amityville Cop and Quarantine Girl. How can this not be good?
Mad Cowgirl, Blue Dream. Oh, this looks amazing.
Only quality.
The best. Yep. So if you don't want to get spoiled for Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, or Samurai Cop 2: Deadly Vengeance, maybe watch those before the next episode and also ask us some questions.
And also like and subscribe. Do that too.
And like and subscribe,
Like while
and
you're at it.
you have to also join the David Ducato fan club by force.
You better,
Even if
because
you
if you
don't
don't, I'll kill
appreciate his
you.
work, I was about to say Ninjetta is gonna kill you. But even if you don't like his movies, you have to admit he is the best.
He is. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius, happy Color of Eight Crazy Nights.
Yeah, AK. Happy Eleanor Cole. It's me, Whitey. I've showed up again.
Happy Adam Sandler.
Happy Cole sickness, die death. Bye
Happy
bye.
cold season.
Yep. Happy Cole
Bye.
season. Bye.
Bye.